What's up, everyone? Dwayne Bryant here from WagerTalk.com with another edition of my MLB trend report. This one for Tuesday, August 1st. It's just about football season, ladies and gentlemen. You'll be seeing some content from me on the football scene shortly. Right now, though, we're talking MLB, and I've got five more profitable, highly profitable trends for you that are active on today's games. And guys, as always, never make a bet based on any single trend, angle, or piece of information. Simply use this information in addition to your handicapping of these games. And trend number one, we are going to start with Spencer Strider, and we're just going to look at him this season at home. Very simple, straightforward trend. And these are the ones I like. I don't like the ones that have a whole lot of parameters attached onto them because that just looks like a fishing expedition where you're trying to, to create a trend to fit your narrative on a game. We don't want to do that. We want just straightforward stuff like this. So we're going to hit the SDQL button here, and we're going to see that this season at home when Spencer Strider is on the mound, surprisingly, the over-under is 10-1, 10 overs, 1 under. These games have gone over by more than 3 runs per game on average. And you can see that this is active today with Strider and the Braves at home against the Angels. Now, one note also is that I couldn't get to the SDQL database for some trends because they have not updated it. Some of the lines for today's games have not been put in. So if I have a trend that has the current game's line or total as one of the parameters, I wasn't able to run those trends because it hasn't been updated. Also, yesterday's results, as I'm recording this, still have not been put in the database, and that can affect some trends as well. So I had to be careful with the trends that I looked at for this show. It kind of hampered me a little bit, but I still found a few good ones. So let's move on to trend number 2. And guys, as always, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Also hit the bell for notifications. For trend number 2, we are going to look at just this season again. This time we're going to look at the Oakland Athletics. We're going to look at them when their previous runs and their previous opponents' runs, so basically the score from their last game, was less than or equal to 4 total runs. So the A's this season, when their last game resulted in 4 runs or less, we'll hit the SDQL button, and you'll see that the over-under is 13-1, 13 overs, 1 under. These games went over by nearly 4 runs per game on average. Very healthy 76.1 ROI. And it is active today. The A's on the road against the Dodgers. So let's roll right on into trend number 3. And if you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up to like this video. I would greatly appreciate it. For trend number 3, we're going to go back to last season, so season greater than or equal to 2022. Our team is the Angels. We're looking at the Angels on the road when they're facing a National League opponent, so opponents league equals NL, when the total is less than or equal to 9, and the opponent's starter's season-to-date whip is less than or equal to 1.25. So going back to last season, the Angels on the road against National League opponents when the total is set at 9 or less, and the opposing starting pitcher's whip on the season is no higher than 1.25. And we'll hit the SDQL button, and you'll see that the A's are 0-11, losing by about 4.5 runs per game on average. So as you look over here, fading them on the money line, you'd have a very nice 57.7% ROI. But if you actually take them on the run line, now you wouldn't be 11-0, you'd only be 9-2. But your ROI jumps up to 80.4%. And that is active today with the Angels on the road against the Braves. So let's move right into trend number 4. And guys, if you have any questions, any situational aspects of today's games that you'd like me to research, drop them in the comments. If you have any trends that you yourself have found that are really good for today's games, drop them in the comments as well. I'd love to see them. And for trend number 4, we're going to go back to just April 24th. So date is greater than or equal to, and we always put in our 4-digit year, then our 2-digit month, and then our 2-digit day. So going back to April 24th, we're looking at Alex Cobb when he starts at home. Doesn't get a whole lot simpler than that, and that's how I like them. This is actually a double dip trend. We're getting a 2-for-1 deal here. They're 6-0 straight up for an ROI of 63.2%. But the over-under is also 0-6. No overs, 6 unders. Those 6 games went under by an average of nearly 4 runs per game. And that is active today with Alex Cobb on the mound against the Arizona Diamondbacks. So we're going to wrap this up with trend number 5. And guys, if you haven't already, check out my football season special deal. Now that it's August 1st, I don't know how much longer this is going to be available. So you might want to jump on this now. And here's why. And if you scroll down my page at wt.buzz/db, you will find the details where you get to choose your freebie. I was number 1 in college football last season in all 3 metrics: profit, win percentage, and ROI. Number 1 in NFL profit 2 seasons ago, and also number 1 over the last 2 seasons combined in profit from 5% NFL max bets. So right now, for a limited time, you get to choose your freebie. And option number 1 is you buy my college football season package. You can get my entire NFL season through the Super Bowl absolutely free. Option 2, buy my college football season package. You can choose to get the rest of my MLB season through the World Series absolutely free. Or your biggest savings is option 3. You can buy my college football NFL season combo package at a discount, and you will also get the rest of my MLB season through the World Series absolutely free. And to do that, you scroll down the page, and on the right side where it says long-term and seasonal passes, you'll see down here it says football. You just click down on the drop-down box, pick which season package you want. And if you purchase my college football season package, a member of WagerTalk's amazing customer service staff will reach out to you to see whether you want the NFL season free or the rest of my MLB for free. If you choose my college football NFL season combo package, you will automatically receive the rest of my MLB through the World Series absolutely free. You can get that again at wt.buzz/db. And now for trend number 5, we're going to close the show with this one. And we are going to look, going back to last season, we're going to look at Freddy Peralta. We're going to look at Freddy Peralta on the road when the total is between 7 and 8.5. So going back to last season, Freddy Peralta on the road when the total is set anywhere between 7 and 8.5. And what we're looking at here is the run line. So they are 1-11 on the run line, losing by more than 2.5 runs per game. So, I mean, even if you faded them on the money line, it's a nice 35% ROI, but the ROI jumps up dramatically when you fade them on the run line. Your ROI jumps to 85.9%. Now, it doesn't show it here because, like I said, the database does not have the lines in yet on all of today's games. The Brewers game today is one of them, which is why this trend is not showing up as active today, because it can't find the total because it hasn't been posted yet. But believe me when I tell you that this trend is active as of now with the Brewers and the Nationals. Now you got to keep an eye on that total though, because it's the eight. It sets, I believe it was at 8.5, and it was a juiced 8.5. So if it gets bet up to 9, this trend will become inactive, and that is something that you always need to do when you have trends that specify line and total in them. You have to watch to make sure that the lines and totals stay within that range, or else the trend becomes inactive. But that, my friends, is going to do it for today. Again, if you've got any questions, any trends or situational aspects to today's games you'd like me to look up, drop them in the comments. If you've got any that you found yourself that are great for today's games, drop them in the comments as well. And as always, best of luck on all of your wagers today.